Alright, hey guys, we're back for another deck building episode. We've got good episodes for the next three, so that's gonna be fun, but I'd like to begin this episode by complaining. So, let's just look at a couple meta decks, okay? Okay, this one is the first meta deck. Let's look at the cards. We've got Furnace, wow, how original. Minions, how original. Empress, how original. Barb Barrel, how original. So, you'll see that those tend to appear a lot in the next couple decks I'm going to show you. But another thing I want to talk about with this deck is so this is the triple tank deck. If you look at it, it's got the Gob Machine, double small spell, Gob Giant, and all the nonsense. But they took out P.E.K.K.A. In what world does it make sense that they took out P.E.K.K.A. and replaced it with Furnace? How does that make sense? The reason why it makes sense they took out P.E.K.K.A. and replaced it with Furnace, even though they are entirely different cards, is because of this. Really, they didn't take out a heavy hitter and replace it with a splash dealer. What they took out was they took out a guaranteed positive trade and replaced it with a bigger guaranteed positive trade. That's the only difference. It doesn't matter if there's any synergy anymore because every card is just a guaranteed positive trade now. So all you need to do is just play the biggest positive trade in your deck. And that's why this triple tank deck can get away with just removing a tank outright and completely destroying the synergy that it had before. You know the synergy it had? You had the Evo P.E.K.K.A. tank for the Evo Gob Giant. The Evo P.E.K.K.A. tanks forever because it's got the healing, and the Evo Gob Giant spawns you 20 gobs. But they don't have a tank for the Evo Gob Giant anymore. But it doesn't matter because you've just got such an incredible positive trade. Anyway, next deck. This is supposed to be Graveyard, but I don't have Graveyard unlocked on this account. You can see similarities. We've got Furnace, we've got Berserker, not in the last deck, but you'll certainly see it more later, and Barb Barrel. Now let's look at this next deck, right? So what do we've got here? Barb Barrel, Skellies, Empress, Furnace, wow, how original. I mean, really? Triple small spell and Skellies in a spam deck? Skeletons in a spam deck. Yes, let me play my Skellies at the river. They're just that overpowered right now. And look at this, look at this. This is the one that I take the most offense to, right? Golem, Berserker. Berserker Golem. Berserker Golem, why? How can you play Berserker Golem Cycle? It's Golem Cycle with Furnace Empress and minions, because originality is dead. They've got no NATO, by the way, so if they go against Ice Wiz, they're kind of just dead. But why would I do anything other than match up fish when I could just play overpowered cards? Next up, Minions Empress. How original. Next up, Minions Cycle. Minions Cycle. Minions is their anti-air. What do they do against Baby Drag? What? I mean, you can Mighty Mine your minions, but you're guaranteed to spend 7 elixir or more on every Baby Dragon they play. I mean, you could Mighty Mine or tank for a lone Baby Dragon, but, it's just... I can't imagine how something like this works on top ladder, other than just getting lucky matchup. Or having stupidly overpowered cards. Anyway, deck design is dead. Nobody has to do any thinking about deck design challenges anymore because, all you do is just slap in Minions, Empress, Furnace, Berserker, Skellies, Barb Barrel, and then it just kind of works, which is fun. But anyway, on that note, we have a very interesting deck design challenge today. I'm not going to be using those overpowered cards. I might use Barb Barrel, but that's because it has actual synergy. So what we've got here is P.E.K.K.A. Mega Knight Witch 3M. This is going to be a very interesting one, to say the least. So, yeah. Give me a minute to figure out how I'm going to build a deck around this. Well, so, let me just start talking about the synergy immediately, right? So, P.E.K.K.A. Mega Knight is actually not the worst synergy in the world, right? Because Mega Knight is good into everything except for mini tanks and big tanks. P.E.K.K.A. is good into mini tanks and big tanks and bad into everything else. So they exactly cover each other's weaknesses, which is interesting. The problem is that they both cover the same thing on defense. So, Mega Knight is good at killing something and then counter pushing. P.E.K.K.A. is the same thing, kill something and then counter push. So, since they fill the same defensive role, you can never get a counter push with both of them. You can only ever counter push with one and then just slap the other at the river, which usually ends up with not getting the greatest value, which is why you never see P.E.K.K.A. Mega Knight put together. But I'm sure I can make something work with that. Witch 3M is going to be our anti-air. Since we've already got 14 elixir of anti-air, I can't afford to put any more in. I can see right now, Witch and 3M then will be our anti-air, so we've already got 14 elixir of anti-air, so no way I'm putting any more in, probably. But I can see already that I'm going to have trouble with Infernos in this deck, so I'm probably going to have to add in Zap or Lightning at some point. Maybe even Barb Barrel or Minions. I feel bad for using Minions because of the overpoweredness, but like, minions are pretty solid into Inferno Tower because they're just very good at playing at the river and then sniping the Inferno Tower because they move fast. They there's 3 of them, so they're a swarm. They're good for sniping Infernos like that. Then again, I should probably just play Zap because of eye drag, right? So, and then 3M. 3M is going to make this the most interesting, right? Because what I'm going to have to... So, all 3 of these are counter-push-based cards. All 4 of these are counter-push-based cards, but there's never going to be a counter-push that's more than just 1 lane because they're going to realize that if they ever go split lane, they're just dying. So, everybody's always going to go single lane against me, right? Because I'm going to be wanting to try and build a double lane push. But if I'm trying to build a double lane push with 4 counter push cards and only one of them has paid off with counter push, then I'm gonna have to make some absurd synergy to get some good value out of this. So first of all, I'm seeing Fireball Bait, and I'm also seeing weak to Inferno. Fireball Bait and weak to Inferno. So I mean minions really, but no. I could play Zappies actually, because Zappies just got a buff, and they're Fireball Bait, and they're not weak to Inferno. Well, I know at the bare minimum, I'm going to have to play Zap, because I could play Snowball for eye drags, but I need the Zap from the Inferno Tower, and I can't justify playing any other swarms. Oh, there's actually a really old deck that I saw, like, some guy I knew used to use. He played P.E.K.K.A. Mega Knight's Sparky Mirror with bait, which is kind of crazy, so I'm thinking I'm actually trying to emulate that kind of deck. So, I don't know how he made it work, but maybe I can try something of the same. I'm not going to use Sparky because 3M will be my Sparky level DPS. So he had Mirror and Bait. I'm not going to bother with the Mirror because Mirror is just a trash card. I'm guessing he just continued playing Mirror because, why not? And then I need something to kill Rangers, right? So, like, let's say somebody has a Little Prince and they just protect the Little Prince with their life. That 3 Elixir is doing 2 Dark Orbs of DPS, and all I can do is slow it down a little bit with a Zap. So I need some way to kill it. So maybe that will be Void or NATO. NATO's trash. Void's also trash. Maybe I'll play Fireball Zap. I think Fireball Zap would make more sense. So, I've got some semblance of bait going on here. I've got P.E.K.K.A. Mega Knight for some reason, and I've got a 5.1 average Elixir deck. So my last card here should probably be kind of cheap. I shouldn't play Bomber, because I've already got double splash in my deck with the P.E.K.K.A. Mega Knight. I mean, with the Mega Knight Witch and Fireball and Zap, so I've got quad splash, so I don't need more splash here. I could play Archers. No, I've already got enough anti-air. I need some sort of mini tank that isn't too expensive. What do you know? All the overpowered cards, huh? How am I gonna do this? Because, like, whenever I play, I would want it to counter Hog Rider. Because if you look at this, my 2 Hog counters are super expensive, so I need some sort of cheap Hog counter as well. Let me just think about the matchups and see what kind of decks I would be playing against, right? So, Breakers. What do I have for Breakers? I have Zap, Bats, Fireball, Mega Knight. That's fine. For Barrel Bait, what do I have for that? Not much for Barrel Bait. Alright, I should probably think about Barrel Bait. I'm actually going to start taking notes because I want to make this a good deck. Breakers is fine, Bush is fine, God Barrel is going to need to have some work. Skelly Barrel is fine actually because I've got quad counter to that. Really 5 or 6 if you think about it. What's next? After Skelly Barrel... Minor. Minor control, I don't actually have that much problem with because I've got a skill check and most people are going to be bad enough that I don't have to deal with that. Like, I can just slap a P.E.K.K.A. or a Mega Knight on the Minor and it won't get much value. Gob Hut. I need some way to break through Gob Hut because Gob Hut's overpowered right now. I'm guessing that my answer to that is just going to be Mega Knight Witch. Because Mega Knight does splash to kill the gobs, and Witch does splash to kill the gobs, so I need to just kill the gobs outright. But then, of course, I need to get some way to get my stuff onto the Gob Hut. So I guess Splash kind of overpowered isn't going to be a problem. How do I deal with Furnace in this deck? Probably just slow roll a P.E.K.K.A. into it. I think that's my best option. I can't Fireball Zap it consistently, because my deck is too heavy to be taking negative trades like that. Eye Drag, I've got Zap and 3M for. I kind of wish I could put E-Wiz in, but I've already got my Witch and 3M, so I can't afford to do that. I have counters to Drill because I've got Witch and Mega Knight. I have Pigs counters with the Mega Knight and the Witch. I've got Loon counters because I've got the double anti-air. Which I don't believe full counters a Loon, which could be kind of bad, but we'll see about that. Ram Rider is easy because I've got P.E.K.K.A. and Mega Knight for that. Evo E-Drag. How do I kill an Evo E-Drag? I don't think I kill an Evo E-Drag. I think I just pray when I face Evo E-Drag, huh? I could swap out to Lightning, but am I really going to make this a heavier deck? I think that my way of killing Evo E-Drag is just don't. Like, play P.E.K.K.A and Mega Knight opposite lane of each other and split 3M behind them so that they can't get too much Evo E-Drag value and they can only kill... It won't be chaining because it'll be hitting only one big tank at a time, and the 3M can stay far enough away that it won't be chained on. Bowler, I've got P.E.K.K.A and Mega Knight for, so that's fine. Cannon Cart, that's fine. Monk could be an issue because 3M, and it's also very good at tanking the heavy tanks. No, I've got P.E.K.K.A for Monk because stats-wise I can kill the Monk quickly enough that it'll force them to use their ability quickly. Lightning could be a problem, but there's nothing I can do about that because that's baked into my deck here. Expo isn't a problem because I've got double heavy tank. Sparky, I've got Zap. Do I have anything else for Sparky? I don't have much for Sparky. I'll make note of that too. Empress, I've got Bats for Empress. Bats are a solid Empress counter. They don't actually kill Empress, but at least they slow down for a while. Boss Bandit should be an easy counter with this deck because I've got P.E.K.K.A and Mega Knight. Hound should be fine. Everything else here should be fine. Graveyard? I got Witch for Graveyard. Okay, yeah, so I think that the only two cards I need to worry about with this deck are Gob Barrel and Sparky. So let me think about a card that counters Gob Barrel and Sparky real quick. I'm thinking of Barb Barrel. It's cheap enough. It has that mini tank that I was thinking of. It counters Gob Barrel. It also rolls to the Sparky. Like, the Barb Barrel, it rolls on the Sparky with the regular damage, and the Barbarian actually hits faster than the Sparky does, so it always gets that extra 192 damage on top of the regular damage on the Sparky. So it kind of hits twice on a Sparky, a Barb Barrel does, on top of tanking one shot. So I have two Sparky shot tanks. I've got, slap something directly on the Sparky, so that would be fine. This also covers my Gob Barrel weakness. I did say that I was possibly going to be using Barb Barrel because of the just good card. So, I think this might be the deck made. Yeah. So I went for 3 2-elixir cards and 1 4-elixir card. I think that's about as reasonable as I can go, considering how heavy the deck was I was starting with, so I'll play a match with it. Gob Barrel. I do not love to see the Gob Barrel mastery. If this is log bait, I'm going to have a terrible time in this matchup. I mean, I do have triple spell. I think I just zapped that. I can't commit to a fireball yet, because I've got too heavy of a card. I'm going to straight up leak here. With such a heavy deck, I can't really afford to play aggro anything. Very nice. Alright, I'm going to Barb Barrel and then P.E.K.K.A to tank. The Barb does finish the Wizard in time, which is pretty much all I need. The P.E.K.K.A will die before it gets a good counter push, though, because the Mega Minion will kill it. Wizard, Mega Minion, Mega Knight. I have a decent matchup into this, because I've got P.E.K.K.A for his Mega Knight, even if it is mid-ladder versus mid-ladder. I have to see what he has for my 3M, though. So I'm going to have to 3M to defend his... Oh, interesting. Maybe I need Ice Golem instead of Barb Barrel. Because 3M is the most specific counter card I'm going to have to be playing. By the way, it's crazy of me to be playing 9 Elixir to the back like this, but the reason why I'm playing this is because I'm just trying to keep control of the pace of the game, you know? So, if I allow him to start setting up his pushes, he's going to be able to actually play on defense. And I don't want him to play on defense because my cards are just trash. So, the very least, I would rather him be playing more defense than I am. He's letting all of that go. Okay, very interesting. I'll zap this. We both take a bunch of damage because neither of us can defend. We both got mid-ladder here, so this is actually probably my matchup. Wait, he's got E-Giant Mega Knight, Xe Bomber. Log. Is that what I've seen? Yeah, okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm thinking of Ice Golem instead of... Oh, right, and Wizard, so that's 5 of his 8. I'm thinking of... Oh, and Mega Minion, so that's 6 of his 8. 7 of his 8? I don't know what's going on. But, I'm actually going to Mega Knight this. Because I want to save my P.E.K.K.A for other things, because he's got so many things that I want to kill with my P.E.K.K.A. So I'd rather just not play it for now. I'm going to Witch after these both jump so that I can start getting the Skellies going without getting splashed on. The Skellies will add up to do much more DPS than the Wizard does, so this should be a winning interaction for me. Alright. I'm going to P.E.K.K.A the river right now, because he doesn't have... and Xe. Right, I forgot about that. Okay, I'm going to Fireball the Xe forward and hover Zap. He's probably got some sort of swarm. Oh, we're both running monster decks. Alright, I'm going to zap this, try and get one P.E.K.K.A shot. No P.E.K.K.A shots, alright. Just slap a Mega Knight on the 3M once it crosses. Very interesting play. Mega Knight, Bats. I wait for the first Musketeer to lock onto my tower slightly, because I was hoping that the Bats were going to tank the Mega Minion, but I guess this is fine too. He's going to have to eat a Mega Knight jump there, because he doesn't have enough Elixir to play anything else. The rest of his deck that he's got right now is just too heavy for it. I'm going to actually 3M same lane, because 3M same lane will kill that, because I knew that he wanted to play that right there. So how is this gonna work? This isn't gonna work. I really needed a tankier tank there. So you can see there that almost my entire push is gone just instantly because of the way that this deck is designed. I need a heavy mini tank. So I think I need Ice Golem. Because I need something that can... Okay, very interesting play. I need something to be able to tank for my 3 Musketeers. I'm gonna Fireball all of this because that should be decent value. Just fireballing a lot of units is almost always good value. Doesn't even really matter if they're weak to Fireball or not. Hitting lots of units at once is just pretty much always good. I'm going to split 3M this way because that will count... If I Bar Barrel, that'll counter as Wizard with the 3M helping. You can see, I really wish I had that Ice Golem. Alright, I had to tank this with a Witch and then Bar Barrel afterwards. Since it all got pulled to the middle, this Mega Knight should go down relatively quickly. I had to Bats this to stop from taking any Wizard Splashes on my tower there. He's probably got Mega Knight back. He doesn't have Mega Knight back. He decides to play that. I'm gonna... Do I ignore that? I think I ignore that. I can't ignore that. I'm gonna save up for 3M and then 3M on 0 for the E-Giant there. Probably like this 2 in the 1 lane so I can try and get him to want to Mega Knight on my 3M because he can't Mega Knight with the, he can't Mega Knight because of the P.E.K.K.A. there. And I'm also going to split lane him here because the whole thing of like 3M, you know. I'll Fireball Zap this Wizard, hopefully that does kill. If that doesn't kill, I'm gonna be very salty. It does kill, very good. And that should be actually game, because he has nothing for this. Very good. Alright, so I've learned that I need Ice Golem. Bats were useful enough. I think that I'm going to keep the Bats in. Fireball wasn't the most helpful thing in the world, but I don't know what I would swap it for, so we'll be on the lookout for something to swap Fireball for. Hog Log, probably a Hog player, which is actually not a terrible matchup since I've got double Hog counter. I could also Bats Fireball if I'm really feeling crazy. Interesting. I think I just slap a Mega Knight on that. Wow. Because of the 1 tower shot, the Mega Knight 1 taps after the jump. He's probably got Mega Knight of his own. There it is. I'm probably going to Bats Ice Golem this instead of P.E.K.K.A.ing. No, I'll just P.E.K.K.A. So the thing is that I don't want to P.E.K.K.A. into this because his Mega Knight already got value killing my Mega Knight, right? But my Mega Knight already got value killing his Wizard, so my paid off Mega Knight paid off his Mega Knight. Yeah, I don't really know how to commentate over mid-ladder. This does not make sense to me right now. Okay. I think I Witch Bats this and pray he doesn't have Curse. I wish Curse had some sort of counterplay, you know? This is not good. This is not good at all. Of course he's got Curse! Why would he have anything different, huh? Alright. So, Curse is a horrible counter to... Well, it's a great counter to Witch. It's horrible for me to see. Wizard, P.E.K.K.A. Mega Knight, Curse Rage. Alright. This is going to be very interesting. I'm gonna continue cycling Zaps. I have no idea how this game is going to run, but, in case it does run to triple time where chips are the thing that wins it, I would like to be the one who has more chips. Whoa there. Okay, I'm gonna 3M same lane. I know I'm giving him a lot of Mega Knight value here, but I need the 3M to be able to kill this stuff. Also, you waste a Void on it for some reason. Alright, well there's only 1 Musketeer left, so he can't really waste a Mega Knight on that anymore, because that would be not good value. So I think he just has to eat the damage. Very nice, yeah, good. I'm up now, which I am quite happy with. It's not a lot, and typically in Mega Knight, well, in mid-ladder games like this, you're working in terms of lots, but I don't know. So here's a problem. Here's a big problem, right? In P.E.K.K.A. versus P.E.K.K.A., the way that you win is seeing who can get their P.E.K.K.A. to survive the counter pushing. But I can't get my P.E.K.K.A. to survive because all of my things that let my P.E.K.K.A. survive die to Curse and Rage, or are just straight up Curse Rage value. So what I'm doing right now is I'm using my Mega Knight to tank for my P.E.K.K.A. because the P.E.K.K.A. is a more important unit here. I'm going to Ice Golem P.E.K.K.A. the River. But he still has to do something about this P.E.K.K.A. I'm also going to Bats to make sure he has to do something about that P.E.K.K.A. because the Bats will get tower damage if he ignores it. Very good, he has to spend 2 elixir for my Bats, and because he had to spend 2 extra elixir, and it just doesn't work out. Alright. I'm going to do this. I think I have to Mega Knight. I know I'm playing a Mega Knight into a P.E.K.K.A. I was hoping that I could have outcycled them there, but I forgot that he's playing, What? How do I do this? I think I wait for the Wizard to lock on and then 3M after. Zap late. I know that I'm retargeting on all my Musketeers, but I needed to take minimum damage there, so I took a lot of damage. I got a crazy good P.E.K.K.A. value, but I didn't get anything after that. I think I should have just straight up fireballed his tower. I'm going to Witch on this tile to try and keep the Skellies far away from my tower enough that if he does go for a Curse Rage, I can Bats it to stop it from getting to my tower. He lets this go. Very nice. I'm going to straight up Fireball right now. I need to get damage. kind of wild that I'm playing Fireball Cycle in this kind of matchup, but I kind of have to do whatever I can to win. I'm gonna P.E.K.K.A low, probably just bats actually. He's probably gonna rage that, so I'm gonna pre-witch. Very good. I think I take one loon shot. I'm gonna zap this because I can't afford to take a loon shot. This is a chip game despite us having heavy decks. But I do take loon death damage, which I don't love to see. I'm gonna Mega Knight because he just wasted his P.E.K.K.A. I was assuming that he was going to P.E.K.K.A my P.E.K.K.A, so now what he has to do is he has to pull my Mega Knight into his P.E.K.K.A, and if he doesn't do that, he's probably just dead. Does that splash? That does splash, so I can get the Fireball. Very good, and that, I think that's game. I'm pretty sure that's game. He does Boss Bandit to push off, but that's just game. Unless he can kill me right now, it's just game. So I'm going to Ice Golem block, Witch High, zap this, and then Fireball Tower. Well then, that's crazy. But we're alive, so I actually liked having Fireball in the deck, so this might be our variant. I kind of wish I had a stronger anti-air than minions, because like, the Curse Rage was pretty annoying for minions. Though, I mean, the Curse Rage is pretty annoying for bats, but if I was playing minions, I think Curse Rage would still kill. So maybe I should up to even a 4 elixir anti-air. Interesting. Well, I can't really cycle anything here. I'm gonna have to just zap this. I knew that was a side barrel, so I could have actually Mega Knight full countered, but Mega Knight on a barrel is too much elixir considering how heavy the rest of my deck is. Alright, just Witch. I could just Ice Golem, but I want to save my mini tank in case he's got like Princess or something like that. There it is. I really should have had my Fireball in hand. I'm gonna have to choose one of these 2 elixir cards to give up. I'm probably gonna give up the bats. Alright. I get a smidge of damage there, which is actually nice. I'm actually up despite having to zap the God Barrel. Is he gonna... Yeah, I was expecting that he was going to Night Barrel, so I decided to block the river. He's got Evo Barrel too? This is gonna be terrible. Alright. So I'm gonna have to witch one... I'm gonna have to witch the real barrel lane and then just zap the Evo Barrel lane. So I think that I might be able to survive as Evo Barrel cycles. I'm just gonna take a whole lot of damage. Alright. Yeah. I'm down 300 now. God Barrel, Princess, Knight, Spirit. This is looking like OG bait, which is terrifying, because if he has Inferno Tower, this is gonna be horrible. I am praying that he has, Cannon or something like that. I'm gonna 3M high. Call me crazy, but, I'm guessing that he's going to do some funny business with the Princess there, so I might as well get it off the map. He spent 8 for my 9, and I got 1 shot, 2 shots. Alright, I got 2 shots, and he spent 8 for my 9. How do I kill this? I think I just straight up Fireball it. There's nothing else I can play. I have to wait to see if he's going to gang. If he gangs, and I have to play my, Mega Knight. I have to zap this and just eat the rest of the damage, so this is probably already game over here. I can't have zap in my deck, but I also can't not have zap in my deck, you know? Because if I don't have zap in my deck, I'm just dead. But if I do have zap in my deck, I'm just dead. If I have zap, I lose to Log Bait. If I don't have zap, then I lose to Inferno Tower, which is Log Bait anyway. I'll ring the Witch for the Princess. That blocks all anyway? Okay, well, there's only one chance I've got left now, and that's just to see if he's playing Inferno Tower or not. Pretty much my only chance right now is to try... Excuse me? Alright, but pretty much the only chance I've got right now is to, play all of my tanks in a single lane and then just prey on Bat Snipe the Inferno Tower. I'm gonna prediction Ice Golem the river here, because he's got... Okay, he's got it. Bat Snipe. Very good. I hit that. Fireball. Wait 3 seconds, and then zap like this. 3 seconds is the best timing to kill a Inferno Tower. I have to Witch the river here, because he's gonna get back to a swarm for my P.E.K.K.A, and it's just all dead. So, what I needed to win that game was I needed to be able to play more control. Let me watch the replay back, because I'm sure that there's something to be learned from that. The Evo Knight is what cost me my tower, so if I was playing Evos on Evos, then I would have actually survived that, because I could have Evo zapped his barrel. But I'm not playing Evos, so I have to be able to beat Evos with this deck. I'm thinking of Berserker. I was trying not to play meta, but Berserker is just what I need right now. I could play Stab Gobs instead, but I need a mini tank that can tank for the Musketeers that also does enough DPS to solo a barrel. Because every card in this deck has to be able to solo something, because I've got so much heavy elixir here that whatever I play, it had better solo. So, Berserker isn't very good at soloing, but at least it can solo more things than an Ice Golem can. Then what else do I need? Another problem was that I didn't have anything good for the Princess, so I'm thinking I'm going to be playing double small spell here instead of Fireball. I said I liked the control that Fireball gave me, but I need some way to counter God Barrels. Maybe? No. I was thinking of playing Gang over Bats, but then I lose my ability to snipe Inferno Towers. So I can arrows a princess. I have Berserker for the barrel. Of course, I'm going to be taking a lot of damage every time I do that. This is as good as I can come up with for now, so I'm going to just run this. I don't have the greatest counters to Sparky. I had to just eat an entire Berserker every time Sparky shoots. And then play a heavy tank afterwards, but that's probably as good as it can get. We're leaking. That's very good for me because I play heavy, so I guess I'll see you guys in double time. Oh, okay. Dark Prince. I'm going to peck at the back. I don't even really care if the Dark Prince charges on my tower because I want more elixir. Dark Prince is 1 of his 8. Mini P.E.K.K.A is 2 of his 8, looking like Sparky, which is a terrible matchup. Alright, he spends 6 for my 5, I don't really care about the rest of that. Arrows immediately. Probably Sparky if I had to guess. I've seen 4 of his cards so far. Dark Prince, Mini P.E.K.K.A, there's a Sparky. Give it a couple seconds and then zap that. Very good. That should be tower down, hopefully. Very good. I'm Mega Knight on the Sparky after it crosses. He's probably going to Gob Giant in front. I have to ignore the entire Gob Giant and then Mega Knight on that. Berserker the Gob Giant after the Mega Knight is tanking for the Sparky. Yeah, I kind of know everything he's going to do before he does it because, I don't know, maybe I'm just locked in now or something. Berserker, of course, doesn't do all that much DPS, but at least it's something. I was kind of hoping the Mega Knight would come back, but I guess not. I'll just bats this. If he zaps that, then I'm kind of just dead. Rage, huh? At least he missed 1 bat, so I don't lose my entire tower. And he zaps nothing, too. So what I needed in that scenario was something that wasn't arrows that could counter a Mini P.E.K.K.A. Is there something that can counter a Mini P.E.K.K.A. and can counter a Princess? And a barrel. Mini P.E.K.K.A. Princess barrel. Bar barrel? By the way, I'm going straight for the 3 crown right now. Do not care. You want a 3 crown race me? Alright. I'll Mega Knight on this because he's going to want to Dark Prince on that. Very good. Just zap. I need to make sure that all of this goes down, and that should just be 3 crown. Alright, very good. So you saw in that interaction there, he had Mini P.E.K.K.A. in hand, and he just Mini P.E.K.K.A. zapped the river. Well, Mini P.E.K.K.A. raged the river when I had only bats. I had bats and arrows and heavy cards. So I needed to replace my arrows or my bats with something that could counter the Mini P.E.K.K.A. even through a small spell. But of course, I also can't get rid of my Gob Barrel / Princess counter. So I guess that means bats has to go? I could play minions. I've been thinking a lot about minions, because minions can still snipe an Inferno Tower, and they don't die to small spells so easy. Right? I think I'm gonna try minions. It slows down the deck even more, but I think that I just have to. Because, like, if he did play that correctly, I would have lost my entire tower to the Mini P.E.K.K.A. there. And if I lost my entire tower to the Mini P.E.K.K.A, I might not have actually even won the 3 crown race there. So if he was playing correctly, there was a chance that I actually would have lost that game. So I needed to make some sort of change there. I think I can't play anything on that. Because all of these cards are too heavy for me to be able to play into a Musketeer. And I can't afford to waste any of my cheap cards either. Oh, good value. Alright, I'm going to wait for the Musketeer to cross and then P.E.K.K.A. straight on the Musketeer. Because if I hit the Monk first, then if I hit the Monk first, then the Musketeer will be killing all my stuff. Alright, I don't think I get a counter push out of this, but that's fine. Because considering how much elixir I leaked, I don't really care that. As long as I'm not dead yet, it's fine. I just need to survive to double time. Monk, Gang, Tesla, Musketeer. 4 of his 8 cards so far. I don't think I can play any of these, so I'll just wait. Oh, there we go. Minions. I guess we'll see now what spell he's playing. No spell? He just lets it go. Alright, I think I'm going to zap this instantly. I did not zap that instantly, but at least I get a couple minion shots. That's a lot of minion shots. Alright, I'm up damage now. Minions OP. I guess I kind of failed my challenge of playing no meta, huh? I can mirror the witch in the back because, well, by mirror, I mean I can play a witch into his witch, because it's witch, and 5 elixir for 5, and all that nonsense. Wait, why did my Skelly spawn so much later than his did? Huh. Well, I'm gonna Mega Knight this. I want my witch to survive, because, it's kind of like, almost getting a free witch in a sense, because we both played 5 elixir, but at the end of the interaction, I've got a witch and he doesn't. So it's essentially a free 5 elixir witch, right? He should have monk ability that to keep my witch off of his monk, but I guess he decided not to. I'm gonna Berserker because he's probably gonna want to loon with this, and I want the Berserker to be tanking for my 3M. Very good. Wait, I completely failed the no meta part of this because I'm going Berserker minions. I mean, it does have legitimate synergy. It's just, you know... I'll zap this, get one Musketeer shot. Doesn't get a shot? Okay, that's a little unfortunate. I'm gonna cycle Witch. I'm up Elixir right now. I'm not up Elixir, and he's got an Evo. Alright, I guess I minions the back. I can't afford to play anything else, because I need to wait for his Witch to cross, so I think I just have to sack this entire Witch here. I'll just arrows this immediately so I can start getting Mega Knight value set up. I'll zap this too. Might as well just keep playing spells, because I can't play anything else. I have to wait, and then Mega Knight and minions after. He better not have a spell. He does have a spell, but he plays it so late that it doesn't even get a hit. Very good. Okay, that's unfortunate. He knows good gang timing. I think I'm going to split 3M in the back right now. I'm not up, but I don't want him to keep going in. So how am I going to do this? How am I going to break through? Because he keeps setting up his Witch. Wait, he just set up his Witch. I'm just going to P.E.K.K.A. because he doesn't have a gang in hand. Alright. Witch, Musketeer, Monk, Arrows, Loon. He decides to go for an immediate Monk ability. I'm going to Berserker this, because I think he wants to gang sometime soon. Alternatively, you can tank for my Musketeer. I get a single Musketeer shot, so I got damage, he didn't. I guess this is fine. I can't do anything into that, so I just have to let this entire thing go now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to zap, and then 3M, same lane. I don't believe he's back to his Monk yet. If he is, by the way, I'm just dead, but I don't think he's close enough back to it that he can actually kill my 3M. It is a full 1 Elixir kill on the 3M, by the way, but I don't think he can do that right now. Very good. Since he already spent 3 Elixir on my 3M, 5 Elixir on my 3M, and it also killed 5 Elixir on its own, I think that the 3M has paid off well enough. I'll just arrows this. I'm hoping that I can get some Musketeer damage on the Witch. Kind of hoping that was going to die. Alright, I have to Mega Knight this. I have to play it early because I need to make sure that this goes down. He wasted his arrows, so I can just minions this. I don't know why I zapped first. Alright. This is all good. How's it looking? I think that I have the Musketeer. I mean 3M. So, I need damage, right? Because I'm down 200 right now, but I don't have any direct damage. I guess that's the cost of me taking the Fireball out of my deck, huh? I'm all-inning him right now because I need to break through just, like, immediately. I'm not going to win if we keep on playing like this. Alright, arrows. I need a major breakthrough. I don't even care about the Musketeer, honestly. I need to get a lot of damage on his tower there. I probably should have Berserkered that, actually. I definitely should have Berserkered that. Dang it! Alright. How am I going to win this now? Because... Actually, technically, arrows... No, there's no way. I should have Berserkered that. I don't know what I was thinking. He played really bad, which is another reason why I was winning. Because, like, if he didn't set up 9 Elixir opposite lane of my push, then there was no way I would have broken through. Cannoneer leaking. I'll see you guys in double time if we wait. Prince. I have to Mega Knight this. I can't play anything else in my deck because none of the other things in my can will actually counter the Prince. I might actually have to zap this too because the Mega Knight's going to stop to jump. No, he'll stop to jump in front of the tower, so the Prince will hit the Mega Knight first. Alright. Prince only. That's what I've seen so far. Wizard. This means mid-ladder. I'm going to... What am I going to do? Just zap. I'm going to cycle my Elixir right now. I would love it if I had my P.E.K.K.A. in hand right now. Okay, I do. I'm going to wait for as long as I can so that the P.E.K.K.A. can stay closer to the Wizard. Very good. The minions stay far back so they don't actually get Wizard Splash, so this should work out pretty nicely. I'm hoping the Cannoneer will be on the P.E.K.K.A. so I can get good minions value here. Very nice. I shouldn't have to respond to this on counter push because the minions do crazy DPS. Wow, the minions full kill the E-bars and still get damage on tower. That's kind of not okay. I'm going to 3M this instead of witching because 3M will make me take only 1 hit. Very good, and that also gets me a nice counter push going. Hog, Prince, Mega Knight, Wizard, E-bars. I'll just witch this on defense. He lets the entire Musketeer go opposite lane, so that's going to be very nice to see. Good damage now. Ow. I have to zap this. I should have zapped that early so that I could have actually kept my witch alive. Actually, I don't think it would have kept my witch alive, but I don't know. I should have zapped that as soon as he zapped. I wasn't expecting him to have zap in his deck. What do I do? I could just Berserker the river. I have never seen the Berserker versus Cannoneer interaction before, so I might as well just play it, see how it goes. Alright, he spent extra Elixir. I'm waiting here because I can't afford to play any of my cards early. I suppose I could have just arrows the E-Wiz and then left it alone. I'm gonna arrows this now because I need to be able to get my P.E.K.K.A. on the Wizard and I can't have that shield messing things up. Or I guess we'll play like this. I'll Mega Knight the Wizard afterwards. I'm gonna need a second tank down because that's just how Evo Mega Knight works. If you don't have a second tank on the Mega Knight, then you just die. So yeah, I was kind of hoping that wizard was gonna die there, but I guess not, huh? All right, since the P.E.K.K.A. pushed the Mega Knight forward, it actually doesn't get any more. It doesn't jump. I'm gonna set up a 3M here because I think he's gonna want a hog soon. I don't want him to do that. This should be fine. Do I ignore this? I don't think I ignore this. The entire point of Berserker in this deck is to have a cheap thing to play in front of my Musketeer, so I might as well just play it now. He got Mega Knight. I can't play anything. I'm gonna just minions this side. Very good. So he's gonna Mega Knight, and then I'm going to P.E.K.K.A. Never mind, he's just gonna let his wizards die. That's crazy. Why would he do that? What? Okay. Well, I'm gonna witch like this. Nah, okay. I was kind of hoping that one Skelly would spawn in front. Oh, it did spawn in front, but it just didn't work anyway. Alright. Well then, I think I 3M high to kill this, because I can't Mega Knight on that, because it would be a bad value into a charging prince, so I might as well just use my witch as a tank to get it off the map completely. Alright, I'm up half a tower in both lanes. It's actually pretty interesting to see. Probably shouldn't have wasted my Berserker there. We'll see if that comes back to haunt me. I'll minions this. What do I do now? Arrows. If he protects this, then I Mega Knight. There it is. I think I actually P.E.K.K.A. I should have zapped the hog instead of the E-Wiz there. I have to Berserker and then minions this. Oh, the Berserker dies because of the... Okay, I played that on the wrong tile then. Alright, I am still up damage, but not by nearly as much as I should be right now. I should have played that Berserker on a different tile. I've never actually played a game with Berserker... Well, outside of, like, just getting Mastery with Rune Giants, I've never played Berserker before. The only games that I ever played with Berserker were when Berserker was still bad, so I don't actually know how to play it. Witch? I think I just witch. Ow. Mega Knight. I committed a whole lot of elixir to that push right there, right as he played his Mega Knight, not E-Barbs, his E-Barb, not Mega Knight, he played his E-Barbs Hog. I'm gonna have to protect this with the Berserker. No, I'm not. I'm gonna just straight up 3M the River, because he's gonna play that and I want to get damage. Give me damage. Damage, damage, damage. Zap this, witch the bridge. He has to play a Mega Knight on that, so I'm gonna witch this side where he can't Mega Knight anymore, and witch is very good into Cannoneer, so that should be both towers down. Very nice. Alright, I think we finally found our final variant. I did have to put in 2 overpowered cards, and I only have 4 cards of leeway, so it's not really all that inventive, but at least I made something. I would personally make the argument that I put in these cards because they have good synergy, not because they're overpowered, alright? But they probably have good synergy because they're overpowered. Alright, so, Spirit the River, I can't play anything on that. I need to save my Berserker to tank for my 3M when I play it. If he plays anything, I'm just going to 3M it. Skelly's Spirit. Skelly's Double Spirit. I'm going to activate King Tower here. Probably should have activated with my Witch, actually. But, Skelly's Double Spirit probably means Pump Boat. Right? Why is he leaking? What? I have no idea what's going on right now. Skelly's Double Spirit Ice Golem. Is this a troll deck? If this is a troll deck, this is going to be an easy last game. Skelly's Double Spirit Ice Golem, and leaking, and log. So 5 of his 8 cards, and for some reason he wants to wait for double time. What's he playing? Okay, I'll just Mega Knight this. The Spirit jumps because Spirits just jump on... Even though a Mega Knight is landing, it can still be targeted by Spirits, which I totally think is a BS interaction, and Spirits shouldn't be able to do that. Hog, Double Spirit, Skelly's Ice Golem, log. He really messed up his King Tower activation there. Alright, I think I'm going to 3 on the back because he's down Elixir now. Might as well just see what the rest of his deck is. Skelly's Double Spirit, Hog, Ice Golem, log. 6 of his 8 cards so far. I don't have anything to play on these, so I'm just going to let these go. So we spent... Oh, Tesla is his 7th card. So we spent 3, 7 for my 9 so far. He's going to have to spend more Elixir. 8 for my 9. 11, 10 for my 9. So I got a positive 1 trade there, and I got 1 Musketeer shot, so that's fine by me. I'll minion zap this. I think I take 1 hog hit. Minions actually do insane DPS, so I only take the 1 hog shot. I don't have much to save my Berserker for, so I'm gonna cycle Berserker at the back. And probably Mega Knight the back afterwards. Maybe Witch, actually. What's his last card? What would his last card be? Rocket? Okay, then. Very interesting. So, I'm gonna 3M same lane, because you have nothing for my 3M except for Rocket, and now that he just wasted that, I can do that. Minion split, P.E.K.K.A. this. I don't know if I had enough Elixir to full counter the hog there. Just barely didn't. Alright. So, we've got our Pekka Mega Knight push going. We've got Minion Split, which is very nice to see. Minion Split is a very good play even before the range buff. He doesn't have Rocket in hand, so I can do this. I'm going to Berserker the River this lane because there's two Musketeers on that side. He missed his Rocket entirely, so that's just game. Well, and that was actually a pretty fun episode. So, yeah. Next episode is going to be Lava Hound Bait. Yeah, so, yeah, you guys went really hard in the comment section last time, so we're going to have some crazy decks in the future. You guys can start suggesting decks immediately now if you want. Just put 3 or 4 cards in the comment section. If you put in 3 cards, I can make it an Ultimate Champion tier deck. If you put in 4 cards, I can make it a 15,000 trophies tier deck. But, this one, I don't know if it's 15,000 trophies tier. But, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Oh, yeah, by the way, if you do suggest cards in the comment section right now, I'm not going to be able to get to them for a while because I've still got two episodes already pre-planned. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next time.